The city is Detroit, and we're here for what figures to be a great matchup. Several teams have started making their playoff plans, while others know they're just playing for pride. So thanks for joining us tonight as the Vikings square off against the Lions. They're lined up for the kickoff, so let's get this game started. Terry is just about ready to kick this one away. The kick sails out of the end zone. The Lions will start this drive from the 20-yard line. Well, today, John, we'll see two of the best running backs in the league.
I had a chance to talk to these guys before the game, and they were both very, very focused. They both realize that they're going to be measured against each other. I think we're going to see a big game from both of them.
The Vikings line up in a 4-3. Under pressure, gets the pass off. Pass falls incomplete. John, he rushed that throw.
And you should credit the defensive line. They do a nice job tying up the blockers and can bring pressure up the middle. When you combine their play with the fact that the defensive coordinator likes to bring additional blitzers from the outside, it can make for a very long day for the quarterback.
Minnesota comes out with 7 in the secondary. With the throw, and it's caught. McGuire comes up to make the play. Good run after the catch, John.
Let me tell you, they really try and get him the ball as much as possible because he can break away and make people miss.
Third and maybe 2.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
Crossing it right, trying to get past the sticks. Now that's a stiff one. Boston makes the tackle, but it's beyond the marker, so they pick up a first down. They're looking to keep this drive going.
Well, they had a clean shot at the ball carrier, but they didn't finish the play and ended up costing them a first down.
Ball on their own 32.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
They soft, man.
Minnesota comes out in a 4-3. Give it to the halfback, dropped in the backfield for a short loss. Big tackle there for a loss and great pursuit there, John.
You can say that again. He knows how to prepare, and it really pays off when you make stops like that.
Ball on their own 30.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Keep the throttle down.
Forrest out of the gun, dropping back. He has some room. A lot of running room, and there he goes. And it's the quarterback himself, able to pick up a big first down.
Here's the thing. If you give him any type of lane or gap to run through, he's going to take it, and he's usually going to take it for a big gain.
Ball on their own 46.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Be physical. Deuce it. Let's go.
Minnesota lines up in a 4-3.
Here I come. I can do it, baby. We turning it up.
Going to the right.
We gonna take it.
Anderson is there on the stop at the 50-yard line.
As a coach, you need to make sure that you establish your running game as a weapon that can hurt the other team.
Gain of 4. Second and 6 coming up here.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Let's go. Don't stop that motor. Hey, watch the screen.
With a counter play. Number 54 comes up to make the play. Number 54 looks to be shaken up after that play, and we'll get you a report from the sideline when we get the information.
First and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Not today. Let's go. You gotta believe it.
The Vikings come out in a 4-3.
Hey, let's go one deep. Watch your eyes.
It's a blitz. Gets the pass off.
Incomplete.
He's lucky he got that one off, John. The defense brought everyone on the blitz.
And that's the idea. Bring the blitz and force him to throw before he wants to.
And this is the 9th play of this drive.
44-yard line.
There we go, deep.
The Vikings line up in a 4-3 with the pass, and it's Intercepted. An ill-advised throw that results in the interception, John.
And there's still a lot of time left to play. You know, these guys are willing to take some chances, and they'll turn it over once in a while. But I'm sure this one won't affect them that much.
Following the interception, it's now 1st and 10. McKenzie, the lone back. Bishop sends a man in motion.
Don't make a play.
Going to the left. Number 40 comes up to make the play at the 37.
One thing these guys don't want to do is give up in a running game, because if they do that, they become one-dimensional, and that plays right into the defense's hand.
Just about a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Let's turn it up, D. They ain't got nothing.
The Lions come out in a 4-3.
There we go.
Handed off to the back. Odom is there on the stop at the 45-yard line.
When your offensive line is getting a good push up front, it's a lot easier to pick up yardage on the ground.
3rd and short.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
One of us will make a play.
The Lions with a 4-man front. Handed off. They're going to spot this one at the 50-yard line.
That was a good job by the back who just saw the hole, and boom! He hit it right in there for a few yards, and he got the chain gang moving.
1st and 10. Ball on the 50-yard line.
Come on. All right, now. Come on.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
Keep moving. So we gonna take it.
Here comes the blitz. Throwing it away. He didn't want to risk an interception and decides to throw it away. Ball at about midfield.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Rush in.
Looking upfield. Setting up play action. Gets the pass off. Nearly intercepted. Good timing getting in between the ball and the receiver to save what would have been a big gain.
On the play. Third and 10. Ball on the 50-yard line.
Hey, get out. Watch the screen. There's some slug going.
The Lions come out in a dime package.
Danny.
Pumps once. Going deep. He goes up and grabs Kennedy. Nails his quarterback out by making a spectacular catch.
Yep, that was an unbelievable catch. That took the ability to block out the entire field and focus on bringing them in.
1st and 10.
In regard to the injury, they have decided to keep him on the sideline at least for now, and his return appears to be doubtful. On the call, Jameson is there on the stop at the 20-yard line. McKenzie battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. Eighth play of this drive. They're inside the 20. Detroit comes out in a 46. Dropping back. Pressure. Gets rid of it. Gets his hand on it. He appeared to feel the pressure there.
So many passing attacks in the NFL rely on timing. When you can put pressure on the passer, you never give him a chance to get into a rhythm, and you force him to throw the ball before he wants to.
And this is the 9th play of this drive.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
The Lions come out in a nickel package. Goes to the end zone. Catches it. Touchdown, Minnesota. They put up 6 points by beating the coverage.
Well, the cover 2 works well because it eliminates options. At that time, the quarterback made a quick read, and he got it off quickly.
Terry comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good. Perfect way to start this one off as they move the ball down the field for the touchdown.
They came out with a plan on offense and executed it to perfection.
Minnesota is lined up for the kickoff. Griffith back deep to return.
This one is handled by Griffith.
It's still very early, but this is one of those spots where you'd like to be able to respond and put the ball in the end zone.
Ball on their own 20.
Start the drive at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Taylor lines up behind his fullback in the eye.
From the start.
Hands it off. Edwards is there for the tackle at the 20.
The defense held their positions and didn't let them get very far.
So a gain of about 1. Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Deuce it.
Minnesota lines up in a 4-3. They give it to the halfback. Boston comes up to make the play at the 30-yard line. Boston is the injured player on the field. They'll be coming out for this next play, so we'll find out what the story is. Ball on their own 30.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
I'm coming through, baby.
The Vikings come out in a 4-3. He hands it off. Great fake. Pressure coming. Doesn't get much behind it. Drops the interception.
He's back in his zone. He's reading. He sees the quarterback the whole way, and then he gets a chance at an interception. He just didn't finish the play.
Man sets up, waiting for the punt. From the 29-yard line.
40-yard punt. Return for a gain of 3 yards. The Vikings will start the drive at the 33-yard line. First and 10.
Get it up.
The Lions line up in a 4-3.
Okay, baby, come on. Here we go, baby, rock and roll. Hey, watch that tree.
With the pass. Wiley is there for the tackle at the 41-yard line. Bishop completes the pass. Could pick up about 7 yards. Boston returns to the game after being shaken up earlier.
Hey, watch the screen.
Detroit goes with a 4-man front. Keeps his feet moving. Number 40 comes up to make the play at the 48. A hard-earned first down.
Yeah, he had to get through a couple of bodies first. Those are the first down runs you really remember, both as a runner and a defender.
First and 10.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
The Lions with a 4-man front. On the call, this one will be spotted at the 46-yard line. So that tackle was his third.
It's important to pound the defense with a run. Sooner or later, they're going to bend.
Gain of 5 on the play. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Closing in with the pass, and he makes the grab. Jameson comes up to make the play at the 38-yard line. Johnny has such a quick release, and the ball is out before anybody knows what's happening.
And that makes it hard for him to be sacked, and it gives the defenders less time to react.
First and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Detroit comes out in a 4-3. Puts on the juke. Number 40 is there for the tackle at the 32-yard line. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition.
Second and 4. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go now.
Detroit lines up in a 4-3. On the ground. They'll go with a play fake. Launches this one to the left. Almost almost intercepted. Dropped in the end zone, so the offense still has possession.
And that's the last thing you want as a defender, to have the ball go right through your hands in the end zone.
3rd and 4. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Bring it up, bring it up. Let's go.
The Lions line up in a 4-3. Wallace hauls him down behind the line. They don't make it to the marker, but they could try a long field goal. Terry needs to hit this one perfectly to have a chance. He missed that.
No good.
After the missed field goal, they're set to go on offense at the 43.
There we go. Regular. We're talking about bring it. Quick shoot. Keep moving. Left.
Threw off to the back. Anderson breaks the play up in the backfield. So after that run, we can see how the two main threats on the ground have fared so far. Second and long.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Check it.
Minnesota using 3 linebackers. With a counterplay. Boston is there on the stop at the 46. After 1 quarter of play, the score is 7-0. Vikings.
The score is the Vikings 7, the Lions nothing. The
Teams
are
as
ready
switch
for the
sides, and we'll start
second
the second quarter.
3rd and 7. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Minnesota comes out in their nickel package. Throws it. Ooh, nearly picked off.
Sometimes in zone coverage, a quarterback will throw to a spot where his receiver is supposed to be. That time, the only one there was a defender who couldn't make the catch.
Henry will come in now to punt it away. Man into return. And he waves for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 17-yard line. The
Ball on their own
will
17.
Start the drive at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10.
Detroit comes out in their nickel package.
All day, baby. Come on. Come on.
On the carry. Collins is there for the tackle at the 22.
Running the ball consistently is the first step in creating a balanced attack.
Ball on their own 22.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Everything you got. Watch it play.
Detroit lines up in a 4-3. Under pressure with the pass. Running with a lot of room in front. Roll is there on the stop. Excellent recognition by the receiver, reading the coverage and adjusting his route accordingly.
Option routes are receiving routes designed to take advantage of the coverage. It's up to both the receiver and the quarterback to make the same read. If the receiver reads zone, but the quarterback reads man, you can see passes going right to defenders.
Hold the look.
Detroit using 3 linebackers.
Let's go.
Pass play here on 1st down. Throws it. He hits his receiver. Pulls him over.
Kennedy.
They get another 1st down here.
Well, they're not doing anything fancy, but good old-fashioned drop back and pass, and it's working.
Ball on their own 48.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. Temple.
The Lions line up in a 4-3. McCormick comes up to make the play at the 48-yard line. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today. Second and 6 coming up here.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Hey, let's go one deep. Let's go.
The Lions come out in the 46.
We're talking about bring it.
the delayed handoff. Number 98 is there for the tackle at the 45. Short gain, big hit by the defensive end. Looking to convert on third down, they have to get it to the 42. Johnson, the lone setback. Bishop sends a man in motion. Gets the toss to the right. The back breaking free. The 30. Singleton comes up to make the play at the 26-yard line.
And that's exactly how you'd want to run the toss play. You have a good pitch, wait for your blockers to get out in front, then look to make your move when you get into space.
First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Keep it up.
The Lions line up in a 4-3. Gets rid of it. Wallace is there for the tackle at the 13-yard line. John has proven he's a consistent target.
Yeah, especially in situations where they're looking to get first down yardage.
Eighth play of this drive. Down inside the 15. They got it into the end zone on their last red zone drive. Throwing. Incomplete pass. And he throws incomplete because he had major pressure.
The corner came on a blitz and he sprinted for the quarterback. Guys love the opportunity to get a sack. And that time he just missed taking him down.
And this is the ninth play of this drive. The Lions with a four-man front. Hand it off to the back and a fumble. The Vikings swollen. They got that one back. Six yards to go for a touchdown. Detroit comes out with 8 guys in the box.
Let's go. Come on.
And he gets the delayed handoff. Throw is there for the tackle at the 6. The offense stalls, but they do have a chance to put 3 points on the board. Terry missed him 50 yards plus on his last try. Through the uprights and good.
They were able to pick up a few first downs there to give their kicker a chance. And he was able to do the rest to make it an effective drive.
Minnesota is lined up for the kickoff. Griffith back to return.
This one is fielded by Griffith. The defense forced a punt the last time after 3 plays. Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Nothing. They don't get nothing.
The Vikings come out in a nickel package. They'll pass on first down. Keeps it. Nelson is there for the tackle at the 26-yard line. He made the play with his feet rather than his arm there.
It's just so frustrating as a defense when a quarterback takes off and makes a play, because that's just one more thing you have to defend against.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Back in the gun. Ain't no thing. Let's go,
Forrest from the shotgun. Pressure. Gets rid of it. Pass falls incomplete. He had to unload that pass in a hurry.
Yeah, he felt those guys closing in and gunned the ball out of there.
Third and 4. Ball on the 26-yard line.
You gotta believe it. It's all day.
Salam, the lone setback.
All day, baby. Come on. Let's go, baby.
To carry it, hurdles the defender. Edwards comes up to make the play at the 32. The defender got into the backfield, but he managed to escape and get the first down.
That's what every good back needs, the ability to get past that first tackler, especially if he's in your backfield.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Knock him out.
Out of the I formation. Hand it off to the back. Bowman is there for the tackle at the 40-yard line.
You never know when you're going to find some room and break loose into the secondary.
Ball on their own 40.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Defense, get ready. Watch the play. Watch the hard count.
Gets the pass off. McGuire is there on the stop at the 44-yard line. They get first down yardage on that hookup. Ball on their own 44.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Here we come.
The Vikings with a four-man front. Hand it off. Duff comes up to make the play at the 48. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. Ball at midfield.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
It's showtime, baby.
The Vikings come out in a 4-3.
One.
Drops back. Steps up with the pass. The pass falls incomplete. He felt the pressure and got rid of the ball.
That's what the defense has been talking about. Make this guy throw it before he's ready. It's just that little split second early that can cause an incomplete pass or even an interception.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
48-yard line.
Here we go.
The Vikings line up in a 4-3. Pressure coming. Throwing. He was tipped. The defense was coming after him on that play.
He knew he didn't have much time, and he decided to get rid of the ball quickly on that one.
Henry is ready to punt this one away. Man will go back to accept this punt. And so the punt goes out of bounds.
First
2-minute
and 10.
warning coming
Ball
up.
on the 15-yard line.
Hey, let's go. I can do it, baby.
The defense lines up in the nickel. They give it to the halfback. Rowe is there on the stop at the 19. McKenzie rumbles forward for a gain of 4. Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Two minutes to go.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Detroit goes with a 4-man front. Gives the ball off. Odom comes up to make the play. They don't deviate at all from the last play call as they keep it on the ground. Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Here we go, baby. One more, fella.
Bishop back in the shotgun. Drops back with the throw, and he hits his target.
That's the kind of mental error that drives coaches crazy. As a receiver, you got to be aware of where you are in the field and where you have to go to get the first down.
Bryant comes into the game for the punt. Griffith is the deep return man. Won't take a chance trying to return this one.
This is where you want to respond quickly, or this could turn into a battle for field position.
Ball on their own 42.
42-yard line. First and 10.
The Vikings with a 4-man front. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss.
Here's a no hustle. It's a good way to keep the defense off
Here we go,
balance.
baby. Rock and roll. Hey, watch that screen.
He has some room. Forrest dives ahead. Not the traditional way to get the ball down the field, but it works.
Yeah, he's a quarterback, but on that one, he looked more like a running back. You know what this does? It keeps one defense on the field, and it doesn't let them get the right personnel in there sometimes. When you talk about ball control and time of possession, that's not what you want to see.
Nothing happening on that drive, and they'll punt it away. Fair catch called for.
Fair catch made at the 14-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 14-yard line.
The Lions come out in a 4-3. They'll spot this one at the 23. It's a half dozen tackles now.
He's had a pretty good first half. I'm expecting him to continue to get the ball quite a bit as this game moves along.
Minnesota calls a timeout. They have 2 remaining. There's about 1 minute left.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Detroit lines up in a 4-3. Drops back. Gets rid of it. Pass ball's incomplete. He was pressured as the defense forced the issue.
Yeah, and that's something the defensive coordinator mentioned in practice this week. Making the quarterback throw the ball before he's ready to throw it.
3rd and 1. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
They've executed very well on 3rd down so far, and that's a big reason why they're ahead at the moment. Play action with the throw, the 40, midfield, fumble, loose ball, and the fumble goes out of bounds.
First and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Danny. Safety right. Run, Dan. Hey, let's go 1D. Come on.
Here comes the blitz. Ooh, what a hit on the quarterback.
Calls a timeout.
And this defense does what it takes to bring down the quarterback. They've got the outside rush, the inside rush, and they have all the right moves.
Now they're looking at 2nd and long after the sack.
50-yard line.
Watch out. Yeah, you see me.
Detroit comes out in their nickel package. Closing in, throws it, roll. Is the guy who's there to bring him down. Kennison didn't have much room to do anything with that one.
Yeah, they had the coverage, and they made the sure play instead of trying something fancy, like going for the pick.
3rd down. They have to get it to the 34-yard line for a first.
The offense has been stepping it up on 3rd down all day.
Under pressure, gets rid of it. This pass is incomplete. Plenty of pressure, and he barely gets the pass away.
This defensive coordinator understands that pressure is the key to forcing the offense into making mistakes. If his players keep playing like this, he might be up for a head coaching job pretty soon.
Bryant will come in now to punt it away. Griffith is back to receive this kick. Fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 10-yard line. The
Ball at their own
will
10.
Start the drive at the 10-yard line. 1st and 10.
Minnesota comes out in a 4-3. To carry it, Randall is there on the stop at the 14-yard line.
He was looking for a place to run, but all those places were filled up with guys waiting to tackle him.
Ball on their own 14.
Ball on the 14-yard line.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Juice it, juice it.
It's the end of the second quarter with the score, Minnesota 10, Detroit 0.
The Lions, nothing. We're ready to begin the third quarter of play.
Henry
Detroit
looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off.
Number 83, back to return.
This one is fielded by man. Minnesota already leading in this one, sends their offensive unit back onto the field.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
What's the hard count? Keep it up. Be careful.
They line up in the I formation. They give it to the halfback. Fumble. The Lions roll on. And that's a very rare sight to see him fumble.
I don't recall seeing the ball pop out of his hands too often. But when you get a lot of carries, percentages eventually play against you.
First and 10. I thought he might challenge this one, and sure enough, it'll be reviewed.
The call on the field is questionable. They might decide that they made an incorrect call and reverse it.
And we'll take a few looks to determine whether the ball came out before the knee was down.
The key thing here is that the ball started to come out before his knee was down. If it did, then it should be counted as a fumble.
The player was down before the fumble occurred.
And that challenge was a good decision as the call is overturned.
Well, sometimes the official sees what you see and sometimes he sees something else. But this time, everyone could see the call had to be changed.
It's on. All right, let's go. Let's go. Watch the flank, set.
Greg moves in motion.
Defense, get ready.
Hands it off. This one will be spotted at the 30. He got in there and made the tackle, just fourth of the game. He bulldozes through the line for the first. It's first and 10.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
I'm coming through, baby. Watch your eyes. Hey,
The Lions come out in a 4-3.
right.
Hand it off to the fullback. Wiley is there on the stop at the 33-yard line.
They might not be busting off big games, but those linemen are really working hard down there.
Gain of 3. Second and 7.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go, D.
The Lions come out with 8 guys in the box. With the throw, he hits his receiver. Jameson is there for the tackle at the 39-yard line. Kennedy adds to his total with that catch and is now over 100 yards. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Only one man in the backfield. Bishop with a man in motion. Looking upfield. Wiley comes up to make the play at the 35.
The best backs in the league average 4 to 5 yards a carry, but there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a back that can take advantage when he sees the opening.
Gain of a handful. Second and 5 coming up here.
35-yard line.
Hey, watch the screen. One sin. Come on.
With a counter play, Odom is there for the tackle at the 38. Couldn't get anything going through the middle.
You know, it was because the defense filled all the gaps. The back was looking for a place to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the gaps, bringing him down for a loss.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Drops back with the pass. Almost picked off. Rowe had his hands on it.
He's a pretty good cover linebacker. He can run with most guys, and he gets good position. Then he reads the pass, and he makes his move. But he'll drop a few like that one.
Terry will have to get a lot of leg into this one. And you have to wonder why they tried to kick it from that far out.
Yeah, they misjudged something, that's for sure.
After the missed field goal, they'll set up shop at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
The Vikings with a four-man front. Hand it off. Nelson is there on the stop at the 44-yard line.
He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole, but he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
Ball on their own 44.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Box left. Defense, get ready. Set. Hey, here we go. Blue down. Hey. Keep it up.
He tucks it away. Great fake. Throwing. Carter comes up to make the play at the 49-yard line. Number 89 gets the reception, a 7-yard gain. It'll be third down now upcoming. Third down. To convert, they have to get it to the 45-yard line. The Vikings with a four-man front. Hand it off. Edwards stops him short of the marker. Troy comes up short on third down again. For the fifth time tonight, the coach sends in the punting unit. And he chooses not to return this one.
First and 10. Ball on the 10-yard line.
Here we come.
Out of the I formation.
On the 10.
Going long to the left. He's there for the catch. They're going to spot this one at the 46. Solid gain. Picks up another tackle. He completes another pass and is over 200 yards.
Gain on the play.
Ball on their own 46.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
From the start. Let's go, D.
The Lions with a four-man front.
All on us, y'all.
With the throw, and he makes the grab. They throw it and pick up a second consecutive first down.
Well, when you start to establish something, you want to keep it going until the defense finds a way to stop you.
It's first and 10.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Hey, here we go.
The Lions come out in a 4-3. They give it to the halfback. Rowe is there for the tackle at the 31-yard line.
That's another pretty good game. Let me tell you, this is the kind of guy that you can build your offense around.
3 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
The backs are lined up in an I. Kennedy in motion.
There we go, D. Defense, get ready. All right, now.
Pressure, throws it. Singleton is there on the stop at the 23-yard line. The Vikings have moved the ball well on this drive. That's their third first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Good shoot.
Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. Wallace comes up to make the play at the 13. Peter makes the catch but doesn't get very far.
And that's what the mark of a solid defense is. They close in on you in a hurry, and they don't miss tackle.
Ball on the 13-yard line.
Ball on the 13-yard line.
The last red zone trip resulted in a field goal. Handed off to the back. James is there for the tackle at the 5-yard line. Great run there. That'll be a first down.
He really ran well there. He gets some great blocks, and he has patience as he picks up the first down.
5 more yards to get it into the end zone.
5-yard line.
Blue down, blue down. Here we go. Let's do our thing. Let's do our
The
thing.
Lions come out with 8 guys in the box. With the throw, touchdown, Minnesota. Veteran is able to come down with a pass in the end zone.
This is what good, experienced receivers do. They excel when they're given the opportunity to make big plays.
Terry comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good.
Football is all about trusting your teammates to make good decisions out there in the heat of the battle. When you can do that, everybody starts firing on all cylinders, and you can come up with drives like the one we just saw.
Minnesota is lined up for the kickoff. Griffith back deep to return.
He won't have a chance for a return here. The Lions face an uphill battle as they begin this drive at the 20-yard line. Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Taylor, the lone back. Handed off. Boston is there for the tackle at the 19.
The defense made that play stretch further than the runner wanted to make it.
Ball on their own 19.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
From the gun. With the pass, the wide receiver has it. They're going to spot this one at the 26-yard line. He's in on that stop. Gets credited with tackle number 6. Griffith gets the reception, a 7-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down now upcoming.
3rd and 4. Ball on the 26-yard line.
I'm coming through, baby.
The Vikings come out in a nickel package. The rush is on. Complete to the wide receiver. Bowman is there for the tackle at the 39-yard line. They'll move the chains with that completion.
Yeah, and that was a great recognition by the quarterback, knowing where to go with the football against the blitz and knowing how to get it there.
1st and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Here we go, baby. Rock and roll.
Minnesota goes with a 4-man front.
All right, let's go.
Little misdirection. Brown comes up to make the play at the 45. Taylor runs it through the middle, a gain of about 6. Ball on their own 45.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Hey, let's go, 1 deep.
The Vikings come out with one linebacker and several defensive backs. He was tipped. Griffith was the intended receiver on that play. Foster had the coverage on the play.
Third and 4. Ball on the 45-yard line.
I can do it, baby. Not today.
The Vikings with a 4-man front. Play action. Throwing. Walker comes up to make the play at the 41-yard line. Buchanan pulls in the pass for a first down. He's picked up both first downs on this series. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Watch the snap down. We coming to wreck.
Minnesota comes out in a 4-3.
Come on. Bring it up.
Little misdirection. Can't bring him down. Foster is there on the stop at the 33.
You got to keep going to the run. You never know when there's going to be great blocking ahead of you, allowing for a big one right into the end zone.
So at the end of the third quarter, the score is 17-0. Vikings.
The Lions, nothing.
The teams are set for the fourth quarter of play. Second and 2 coming up here.
On the 33-yard line.
On the 10. We like a pack of wolves.
Throws it. Batted down at the line of
The
scrimmage.
pass ball's incomplete.
I'll tell you, that's exactly what you're supposed to do if you don't reach your quarterback. Get your hands up and cause an incomplete pass.
Ninth play of this drive.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Take it to another level. What is that?
Minnesota comes out in the quarter defense. Well play. Lewis comes up to make the play at the 30. Nobody on this defense can make a play when they need it.
Well, they keep getting them in these third down situations, which is what you want. But nobody on this drive has been able to stop him when it gets to third down.
First and
10th
10.
play of this drive.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
What screen?
Minnesota comes out in a 4-3. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. His excellent positioning led to that stop behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll do that kind of thing. He's one of the smartest players at defensive end. He always seems to be in position. He uses his hands well, and he has those long arms. And that really helps him shed blockers.
The Vikings come out in a nickel package. Gets rid of it. Boston is there for the tackle at the 30-yard line. Forrest picks up next to nothing on that one. That pass goes for about a yard. The 20-yard line would net them a first down here on this third down play. Nice job so far on third down for the offense, and we'll see if that continues here. Broken up.
Grading pressure can really change the way an offense operates. They need to keep some extra blockers in, either a tight end on the line or a back that can help them out with their protection.
This too easy.
They're in a tough spot here, but they have to go for it.
There we go, D.
Throws it, nearly intercepted. And when you're down by this much, you're forced to go for it, but they came up short.
In this type of situation, the team needs to try anything they can to get into the end zone. This time, they fell short.
The Vikings will start the drive at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
You can't stop me.
The defense lines up in the nickel.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Hey, here we go.
Hand off to the tailback. Singleton is there on the stop at the 35-yard line.
5-yard gain.
Finds some room after taking the handoff, and it looks like about a 5-yard pickup.
Second and 5. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Stretch strong.
Detroit using 3 linebackers. With the throw, incomplete pass. He had plenty on that pass, but it was off target.
He has to learn to take a little bit off it sometimes. You don't want to try and guide it in there or put it up for grabs, but you also need to give your guy a chance to catch the ball.
Here are the numbers when it comes to third down conversion.
35-yard line.
Here I come.
Detroit comes out in a 4-3. Fakes the handoff. Long throw. He made the catch. Number 40 comes up to make the play at the 5-yard line.
If they're going to be successful on offense, it all starts with him. He's a natural leader out there, and he can really light up the scoreboard when he gets into a groove.
It's first and goal at the 5. With a counterplay. James is there on the stop at the 5-yard line, and he chases him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
I'll tell you, he's one of the most knowledgeable defenders in the league. He knows how to play the game, and he always knows what's going on.
It's second and goal at the 5.
Here we go, baby. Rock and roll. Back it up, baby. Hey, watch that.
The backs are lined up in an I. Lobs one into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Great catch for the touchdown.
Yeah, he's a veteran receiver, and he knows how to get open in the end zone.
Terry comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. The Vikings pour it on with another score.
Minnesota is lined up for the kickoff. Griffith back deep to return.
This one is fielded by Griffith.
This is one of those situations where they're playing for respect. The game really hasn't gone the way they thought it would, but they have a lot of pride in their team. And I'd expect to see them keep fighting till that final whistle.
The Lions will start the drive at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go. Here we come.
Minnesota comes out in a 4-3. Little misdirection. Walker is there for the tackle at the 17-yard line. Trying to find some room in the middle, but there was no place to go.
He brought some extra guys up on the run blitz. They got penetration, and they shut the play down.
Ball on their own 17.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
The Vikings with a 4-man front. To carry it, play calling is very surprising considering the size of the deficit.
Yeah, this is the time to put the ball in the air and force the defense to defend the long pass.
Ball on their own 18.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Watch your eyes. Let's go, D. Let's go. Watching the knee.
Dime backs in for this play. With the pass, incomplete.
I'll tell you, the defense made a great stand right there.
Receiver on the play.
Now here's the punt unit as the defense forces a 3-and-out. From the 49-yard line, shakes off the tackle.
32-yard punt. Return for a gain of 4 yards.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Drive at the 46-yard line. First and 10.
The Lions come out in a 4-3. Number 40 comes up to make the play at the 35-yard line. The running back finds his way into the open field and picks up the first down.
And what happened was they missed him with the blitz. And when they did that, there were no linebackers to converge. And that's how he got by the first down mark.
35-yard line.
All day, baby. Come on.
McKenzie, the deep man, runs over the tackle. Boom is there for the tackle at the 33-yard line. McKenzie has picked up now over 100 yards on the ground. Second and 8.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
From the start. From the start. Hey. It's showtime, baby.
Dropping back. Pressure coming. Throws it. He hits his receiver. Clears the defender. The 10. Touchdown, Vikings. He does a terrific job of maneuvering his way through the secondary and all the way to the end zone. Terry comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. The Vikings have it all working now as they continue to expand their lead.
Minnesota is lined up for the kickoff. Griffith back to return.
This one is handled by Griffith.
It sure doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back in this one, but it's an issue of pride. They want to prove that they're better than they've played so far.
Detroit will start the drive at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Minnesota lines up in a 4-3. Going to the air on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Edwards comes up to make the play at the 35. And it's good for a 1st down.
First and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Regular. Rush in. Bring it up. Bring it up.
The Lions line up in the bunch formation. Walker is there for the tackle at the 42. Gain of 7.
On the play. Second and 3. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Here we go. What's the hard count? Clear! Clear! Defense, get ready.
Throwing. Incomplete pass. Griffith was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
The intended receiver on the play. Third and 3. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Hold the look.
Taylor, the lone setback. Forrest with a man in motion.
Here we go, baby.
Throws it. He hits his receiver. Fumbled. The Vikings get it. Unbelievable. What a time to cough up the ball. So after that nice catch and run, here's a look at his stats. The coach is hoping to get it right here because that could be a big lift to the team.
What the official will be looking for here is to see if the knee is down. It's tough to say with that replay. This one won't be easy.
The player was down before the fumble occurred.
So the coach looks a lot smarter after getting the play reversed in his team's favor.
It didn't hurt that the official had some great replays to look at, and they made it easy to overrule.
Minnesota goes with a 4-man front.
Hey, let's go. I'm coming through, baby. Hey, come on.
Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Number 89 was his intended target.
The intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Lucky. Let's go, D.
Forrest scans the defense from the gun.
Let's go.
Nothing. Dropping back with the throw. The pass falls incomplete. And they were each jockeying for position
Pass
while that one
interference
was in the air.
on the
Let's get
defense.
the call.
Number 27.
McGuire
First down.
interferes with the receiver.
I think the defender was beaten there. He just decided to grab hold of the receiver.
First and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Play 2 quarters. 2 quarters.
The Vikings come out in a nickel package.
Let's go now. Let's go. We're talking about bringing. We turning it up.
Steps up, closing in, sends this pass out of play. And it appears they might
Attention
have gotten
grounding.
him for
On the
grounding.
offense, number 3.
They do call him for
Ball's
grounding
down.
the ball, and that'll cost them.
If the quarterback is outside the tight end area, he can throw the ball away, as long as the ball gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
You can't stop me. Let's go, let's go.
The Lions line up in a 5-receiver set this time.
Get it, son. Bring it. Let's go,
Dropping
boys.
back. Gets rid of it. Going behind, but caught. So that was a pickup of about 9.
9-yard gain on the play.
Almost at the 2-minute mark
Ball
now.
on the 23-yard line.
Get it up.
The Vikings come out in a nickel package. Completed pass to the wide receiver.
On the tackle.
Troy comes up empty on another 3rd down attempt. Their 8th such failure. Two-minute warning coming up.
Here we come.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark.
Let's do our thing. Stay deeper than the deepest. Watch the vertical. Watch the vertical.
Even though it's 4th and long here, they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Let's go, D.
Going for it on 4th. They'll need a big play here. Incomplete pass.
First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Off screen. Clear. Clear. Here we go.
Troy
baby.
goes with a 4-man front.
Watch the man. Watch the snap down.
On the call, McCormick is there for the tackle at the 30. And he picks up about 4. Ball on their own 30.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Watch out. Overswing right.
Detroit comes out in a 46. Pounds moves in motion.
Bring it up. Bring it up. Let's turn it up, D. Don't stop. Don't stop that motor. Yeah.
They give it to the halfback. They're going to spot this one at the 37-yard line. That's the 4th stop he's made today.
That's a good job of separating out of the defensive lineman. They created a crack, he saw it, and made his move.
Ball on their own 37.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Detroit comes out with 8 guys in the box.
We're talking about bring it. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's go, boys. On the 10. Here we go. Get it up. We got to believe it. It's our day. Hey, let's go.
Handed off to the back. Wallace comes up to make the play. At the 37. He tried to pick his way through the middle, but there was no room.
Yeah, he was looking for a hole or a gap, but the defensive line sealed everything up.
Second and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Danny. Lucky. Stay soft, man. From the start. So we gonna take it. Everything you got. Tampa. Come on.
Give it to the halfback. They're going to spot this one at the 40-yard line. He put the hit on him, and he now has 7 tackles. Ball on their own 40.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
That'll wrap this one up, and the final score is Minnesota 31, Detroit 0. This is Al Michaels and John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.